Hey everyone, welcome to my 13th Thursday round robin. To start, I'm just going to get into commentator talks. For those who are aware, of course, I go into commentator talks so that you can listen to me while playing without having a stream in the background. Alright, there we go. So the turnout looks like it was really good for the tourney, so that's good. Some philosophy in the chat there. Anyway, let's have a look at who's showed up. Got 8 slots filled actually instead of 7. Looks like Oak joined last moment. We got Tau, we got Koala as well. Some EU players this time, but the majority are North American players. Hang on. Let's start the tournament here. And I guess we're going to start with Oak against me. Of course, it's randomly generated each time people join, so shuffling's kind of meaningless. And everybody fights everybody anyway, so let's get Oak in here. Internet connection should be solid as usual too, so shouldn't have any problems with that. It's been better than it's ever been before, so by a good long shot, so just gonna give Oak a chance to join. We can always move on. We're not in a huge rush. Always at the beginning is a little bit slow. We see who's here, who isn't, and we go from there. We'll come back to the match if we need to. Excellent, Oak is here. Alright. And Oak, you're actually gonna get the left to start off. I believe you need keyboard, so I'll give you that too. Excellent, the names are set. And let's boot up the game. Haven't really had a chance to warm up. My warm-up was Cyberpunk again. It's crazy how much time you can spend in that game just doing the side missions. I'm only now getting deeper into the story, deep enough to get to the DLC, which looks exciting, but I haven't actually got a chance to play it yet. So as usual, 7 flags. Only 1 round, but you fight everybody, so you'll get plenty of fights no matter what happens, since it's a round robin. And Platt is back too, fellow Albertan, so that's really good to see as well. I might not have given Oak keyboard, hang on. There we go. Yeah, should work now. Excellent. As usual, we'll stick with the void map too, I think. And good luck. Able to move? Yeah, you're able to move. Excellent. Oh man. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Good fight. I think your cut deflected mine. That was really cool. So, 6-7. Oak defeats me. Coming out with a bang. That was a very, very precise game by both of us, I think. Oak was just a bit more precise. Yeah, that was a very, very fun fight. A game of inches. It's always how it is with Oak. I'm surprised he hasn't played for so long and he's still playing like that. So watch out for him, guys. Alright, I believe it's Koala against Luck now. Yes. Let me actually ping you properly, Koala. There we go. Yeah, I hope the new characters bring people back for sure. That's the one thing I'm missing. Otherwise, the game is in a very good state. Yes, it's every weapon. You can use anybody, Yazik included. Nobody's banned. Uh, it's for a title, so. What the hell? Parsec with a weird visual bug there. Anyway, we got him in. We got Koala in there. I don't know, it was like flickering, but looks good now. Yeah, Parsec's doing some weird stuff, but it is working as far as connection, so that's what matters. We don't care about how it looks. No, it's not Saber only. Any weapon. And we're waiting for Luck. I thought I saw Luck just now, so should be in pretty quick. Yeah, there we go. What the hell is... I'm trying to accept. Alright, there we go. I don't know what's up with Parsec, but it's like flickering between accept and reject. Anyway, we got you in, no problem, so it's just visual stuff. Luck, you'll take the left. Koala, you will be on the right. And I don't think I've heard from Pekla just yet today, so let's hope he shows up too. Oh, did I change the names? Hang on. Yes, I did. Alright. Just double checking. So Luck, unsure of what his opponent's going to do, goes with Barabash. That's usually his sort of safe pick. Against other Sabers, he prefers Yon, but against anyone else, Barabash all the way. Koala seemed a little unsure. Thankfully, it's not my mouse, whatever that flickering was, because I'm not seeing any flickering going on in the game, so... Yeah, something with Parsec. Anyway, what's going on? Are you both moving each other? Like, what's going on? That was really weird. You're all good? You're good, okay. Maybe just a lag spike at the beginning, that can happen. Alright. Looks like they're good to go. Clean exchange to start, but Koala ends up hit. And it looks like the arm, actually. That left arm. And then a stab from Koala. Still manages to get a kill. That stab can be deceptively powerful sometimes. And that's a trade. Laszlo is more about cutting, of course, but that stab is a really useful tool. I think Koala made it famous with that meme of his, the another thrust meme. When somebody was using it constantly against Gideon. It was a really good moment. I think it was Eve's Gideon. Nice retreat cut by Koala. And so far, the EU players proving to be very formidable. That said, Luck does get a kill. Koala really likes that retreat cut as well, using the speed Laszlo has to his advantage, and following up that stab nicely with a cut. That was really good timing for the stab as well. Luck kind of opened himself up there, I think, and Koala took the initiative, and I think that was an attempt to cancel the A thrust, but unfortunately Koala saw the opportunity and just went for the hit. And there, that exposed arm of Koala gets hit in the middle of that retreat cut. That's something Laszlo has to watch out for. That arm is exposed, but in turn, he can get some beautiful cuts like that. Yeah, thanks. I thought that would look really nice. It's depicting that stick game that I told you about, Eve, Polaki or whatever. Thought it was a really fitting one. It's also in Kubal's video. Nice snap cut, and Luck, thankfully for him, manages to get that hit as well, forcing a double. But Koala remains ahead. That's kind of been the theme of this match. That's the A thrust, but it's not quite as lethal as it used to be, and it really grazed. It didn't quite hit directly, so I think it's fair that Luck got it. And there's a nice stab. Luck going for a little snap cut, but that stab went straight to the throat. Nice sidestep. I think that's what Luck needs to do when he sees that stab. Either block it with long guard or try and get to the side and cut that exposed arm. You can do both too. They're not necessarily mutually exclusive. And Luck trying that again, almost hitting the arm. Has to play a very precise game here, and that's a double. Another close match. Koala could easily choke this though. Koala really threatening to use that stab. I love it. Just keeping that threat alive, using long guard and neutral guard constantly. That's a common tactic, actually. Some people do it less quickly, but just the idea of threatening long guard here and there is a very good idea. And it makes it difficult to land thrusts and cuts, because they can switch guards as needed, and there's a stab in the middle of the windup. I'd say the timing was a bit wrong on Luck's part. And so that's another 7-6 score, but in favor of Koala. Keep in mind, points do matter. Of course, wins matter the most in this format, but that is one of the possible things that'll break a tie. It's number of wins. Second, it's who defeated who if you're tied. And from then, what matters is the points and then the points difference. If the points still cannot settle it, which can happen, but is very unlikely. But we got the points difference as a backup because it's very, very, very unlikely that points difference will be the same. Anyway. Pekola against Tau now. I think Tau, yeah, he was engaging in the little philosophy chat, so he's definitely here. I don't know about Pekola. And we got Platt against Maestro. Canada against America in that one, because Platt is from Alberta. I believe Maestro is here, so hopefully Platt is too. I might have seen Platt in the chat. I know he has like a different name, I think, or something. In the YouTube chat, I mean. Okay, Tau is in. Fights have been really crisp so far, I think. I didn't notice any noodle arms. There's just that one weird bug in the middle there where they were both moving forward. Got baited. Well, to be fair, Koala can play just about anybody, so I don't think Barra was a bad pick. I mean, he plays Samuel, he plays Marta sometimes. Oh, did I switch it? Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah. Thank you. I think the reason I did that is because I assumed I was left for some reason and just did it on autopilot. Thank you. It is Oak 7-6, yes. Let me just double check. Yes, Koala won. Alright, yeah, we're good. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Counterpicking the rest. I mean, feel free, man. There's no rules against that. Tao's ping maybe a little bit high, but it looks okay. I mean, 200 for being in Russia is, it might be as good as it'll get. Let's see how it is though for him. Pekala has not shown up yet though. I'll give him, I don't know, a couple more minutes. We'll just move on and come back to it if he comes back later. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, so just a couple minutes. We won't wait for too long. No lags, just delay. Excellent. Excellent. Delay is not ideal, but we can't eliminate that. So really, really good to see that there's only delay. The key issue is whether or not the connection is stable. I think if the connection is stable, then you're good. Yes, you can join Tao. Absolutely, always welcome to commentate.
Hi, Tsubu. Greetings, everyone.
Hey Tao.
I thought that it's better for me to focus on the tourney. I almost missed the first game due to this conversation and chat.
Yeah, fair enough. So we're gonna give Peckle another minute. If he doesn't show up, we'll just move on.
Like maybe he's busy at work or something, and
Yeah,
he will
yeah,
be available later a bit. So
yeah. So he'll get plenty of time to join back up.
yeah.
That
Oh,
said,
so how did your game with Oaken Leagues go? I didn't watch it. I only managed to see the end of the second one.
it was 7-6 in favor of Oak. It was a very precise saber fight, a lot of fun. Oak apparently
Oh,
is not warmed up, but he doesn't play like he's not warmed up. He played a
so he
really
played
precise
Laszlo,
game.
correct?
Yeah, with Laszlo. Yep.
I see.
Glad to see him going back to Laszlo. I think his Samuel is really not as good as his Laszlo, honestly.
Yeah, and seeing how Pianist uses Laszlo, I think yeah, Oaken can watch like few moves from him, incorporate them into his playstyle, and become even better.
Yeah. Okay, I think we'll move
Also,
on.
yeah, I'm really excited for this one. How Latifi will handle Maestro.
Yeah, those two have fought before, and Platt is a really good Isabella actually. Just has a few things to work on as far as move choice, I think, but as far as fundamentals, he's got it. And he has a very defensive mindset, kind of like Venator. He's very good at it. So,
Yeah, I saw it in the previous event, so I wonder how his progress is going on. Like maybe
hmm
he learned a new move or two and incorporated it into his playstyle. So let's see.
mm. Yeah, so Platt is here again from Edmonton, so his ping is ridiculously low. It's literally 5 right now.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it averages at 5, so.
you
Oh,
can't
you
get
did
any
warm up
lower
today.
than this.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, even just that bit of warm up, because you understand the game. You've played for a while. It's really all you need. You don't need to necessarily hit the lab with all the experience you have. All right, Maestro, you'll take the left. Platt, you'll take the right. All right. 5 ping is crazy. Yeah, he pretty much might as well be right next to me. Yeah, so that definitely does help too. But
So, did you get used to your PC already, Subu?
yeah, I'm pretty used to it at this point.
Is everything set up properly?
Yep, yep. So I got the OBS intro and everything set up as well, so always good
Yeah,
with
that's
that.
cool.
And the games seem more precise with this new PC and the new monitor too, so it's really good. Is he my neighbor?
How,
He very well
how
could be
how
for all
many
I know.
inches?
Sorry, go ahead.
How big is the monitor? How many inches?
Uh, I don't recall actually, but it's a little bit bigger.
Okay, I see. So Maestro is playing Rara right now.
Yes.
Oh, that's the nice use of that new combo after a thrust. Proper distance, that sidestep card is pretty good.
Yeah, and that was a good push.
Oh. Yeah, for a moment his face was blurred. Oh, double blade beaten, nothing. Oh, yeah, that was a good upcut into thrust.
32-inch, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, that's definitely big.
Yeah. Snap cut attempt, almost hitting the hand. Very good stab. That's a good trick, actually. The snap cut to move the guard, then stab to the hand.
Yeah, Maestro is playing more cautiously now.
Nice cut.
Okay, curves him. Yeah, and Plat is doing literally the same thing you are so good at with Alex,
hmm
moving back and forth.
Yeah, it's a good tactic of Isabella too, and I think that's why I do well with her too. The basic idea of moving back and forth seems to play well into her style, that balanced sort of approach.
Yeah, she can move pretty fast.
And deleted his sword there, but that was a hit to the hand, so it made little difference there. Snap cut trying to hit the hand again by tricking the guard. Perhaps a different angle would have
Oh,
worked better. They're both going
uh,
for the same angle.
okay, so I missed the last 10 seconds,
Oh, that's
unfortunately.
unfortunate, yeah.
Got a leg spike.
They were both just kind of cutting up and down, up and down. And then
I
Isabella's
see.
speed won out. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
another leg spike.
Maestro does not want to play the speed game with Isabella. I think he needs to find a way to cleanly engage.
Yeah, so far Plat is playing pretty linearly, so
hmm
Jara can use it too. Like, you can use more thrusts when Isabella is not really
hmm
sidestepping.
Yeah, he is very good Venator. He reminds me of you with the way he plays. But he, as you can see, he's pushing initiative right now too. He's being very tactical about it. Nice beat into
Yeah.
the hit to the hand.
I think it's pretty natural for someone who has like prior classical fighting game experience. Like it was the same for Venator. Like as the first thing I noticed him moving that precisely, I asked him about it, and he said that he had UFC
hmm
video game experience. Yeah, so he was competing there, playing in tourneys, and it translates really.
hmm
So Plat played Tekken, and obviously it translates here as well. He can be very precise with his footsies.
Yeah. Okay, Maestro, you're actually still in. You're fighting Tao. Sorry to put
Ah,
you through
so
that after a
still no
loss,
pickle?
but yeah, no Pekala
Okay.
from what I can see. Yeah, she's joining back. Excellent. Yeah, you have to do some repeats because of the way the round robin works. But it goes for pretty much everybody. And good luck, Tao. You're gonna take the left, so Maestro, you're gonna switch.
Okay.
And good luck. I hope that leg spike doesn't happen again. Because 10-second leg spike is pretty brutal.
Yeah, but only two of those happened and it's clear right now, so yeah.
Okay.
At least I'll
Stable
try to
connection, yeah.
pause when this is happening, if this is happening. I hope not still.
Yeah. Thankfully, everyone else seems to be doing okay, so.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to do a saber fight, Maestro. Oh, okay, he still goes with
Mm.
Yazuk. Interesting. I know Maestro likes to do mirror weapons a lot, so I'm a little bit surprised, but I'm guessing he is banking on Yon's speed here versus Zera's more slow movement. But the danger is Zera does have a lot of reach. And the power behind those longsword cuts is definitely nothing to sneeze at. Long guard nicely done by Maestro, but can't quite get the angle. I think the cross guard was Barely enough to save Tao's hand. It was also a bit of a range thing, but that was a very precise cut by Maestro. And I think he's playing it well. And with Jan, you really want to just play a fundamental game against Zera. You don't want to get too crazy. Yeah, For Honor's kind of different. I don't know if it might help with reaction time, but that only goes so far. It's a very different game, I think. I guess it can help you visualize how blades might interact, though, so there is that, but it's from a different perspective. Nice retreat cut from Tao using his reach. Stamina and recovery thing, yeah, that's a similar concept. Also the guards, I suppose, the fact to use different guards. But the function of them is a bit different. And Maestro was offline with his cut, so they missed. Tao was able to land a really precise cut. And Tao is, of course, playing a very patient game here. Maestro is staying out of measure, which is dangerous for a shorter weapon. Luckily for him, he got a double. Most played games with shooters. Interesting luck. But you're definitely not the only one here who plays shooters as well, so. Nice cut into thrust by Tao. And Maestro's problem again, just trying to find a way to close that distance. If he can close that distance, he can make something work, but yeah, that belly lunge is very risky. Bound to get hit in the head if you're not careful. Again, out of measure by Maestro, but that was a precise swing afterwards. Really trying to find that really good swing, which I like. And this is, yep. When Zera gets close like that, and you're using a saber, what you gotta do is you just gotta start cutting. Especially if Zera's going for a push or something, that is the best thing you can probably do. And Zera will just get cut to pieces. And unfortunately, Tao is ready for such a move this time. And I think the distance was a little bit off, so good try by Maestro, but just can't get the reach with a shorter weapon. There, he managed to parry the thrust, though, and close in. And that's what, I was gonna say that's what Maestro needs, but Tao just ran in there and cut him, so Tao took it.
GG. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not too bad, but somewhat bad for me. That's why I had to play so defensively. I definitely would have preferred to face him in the Jan mirror, but yeah, well, it's like not storm, but it's rainy for me today.
Mm, yeah, that can
Oh,
affect
that's
things.
fine.
Yeah, thankfully Maestro was struggling to get into his measure, so there was good use of your reach, regardless.
Uh, I need to do something really quick. I'll be back like in a minute,
No problem.
and I'll talk about this matchup a bit more. I think I know why Maestro picked it as well, because
Mm-hmm.
Jan surprisingly can do pretty good against Jera, depending on how you play him.
I
Okay,
see.
I'll be back soon.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Personally, with Alexander, I find, if you can get close, you can definitely take Zera on. But if Zera gets initiative on you and you're too defensive, that's where issues can start. Okay, Platt, you're going to take the left. Oak, you're going to take the right. And you've got a tough opponent here. I mean, you saw even on my own host, Oak was just fighting me blade for blade there, and that match we had could have gone either way. So better be on your game, Platt. He's one of the best Saber players on the server, I'd say, even after his hiatus. Okay, Platt on the left, Oak on the right. I think it's because I'm on a new computer. I'm used to Oak just having keyboard ready. I'll try and sort that out later. But you have keyboard now, this should work. It's not that big of a deal anyway. Yeah, Laszlo against Isabella. Pretty classic matchup from the days of Victorious and Warden. Definitely a good character to use against Isabella. But Isabella, I think, also does have some cool angles to use against him, so It's all down to skill. But Laszlo can definitely, if you're gonna use a saber and you're unsure of who to use, I think Laszlo is potentially number one if you want to take on Isabella, except for Yazuk, of course. But Yazuk's kind of broken, so yeah, Zera does look very smooth. Definitely seems balanced now with the recovery. You can still do some cool cancel stuff with him, but it's not, absurd anymore. Nice 1-2 cut, and there's a lightsaber cut from Isabella, which cut his belly open just in time. Good reaction by Platt, who otherwise was in trouble.
Okay, I'm back. So I didn't miss anything.
Not really, you just missed the first exchange, which ended in a double, a lucky double for Platt. And Platt now took this flag.
Oh, so it's Oaken playing against him, right?
Yes. And Oak is going for a very straightforward in and out game, which I think is a good strategy, but Platt so far has been on the ball of his defense.
I see. Well, Oak is still I think because Avena is playing the other game right now, he maybe a little bit forgot about that playstyle, but previously he fought a lot of Venator style, and
Yeah.
like he sometimes he found success in fighting even like with a very aggressive style. Maybe he just needs to remember it a bit, and
Yeah.
then he will do better.
Yeah, it's a very different matchup. This isn't really a chess game the way it was with me, where we could exchange at similar range with the sabers.
Yeah. Easy has a slight reach advantage. And I think I see what Platt is trying to do. He's aiming either for like a double attack. He's trying to attack single tempo, so he can use that slight reach advantage. So Oak maybe misses and Platt hits.
It's a good strategy. I saw him going for A cuts too, a nice sidestep, dodging that stab too.
Yeah.
And Oak really
That
struggling to
was
make anything happen here.
that was textbook execution, really. Like perfect timing to the sidestep.
Oh, just go straight down. Oak having to close in there thanks to the reach disadvantage. Oh, nice angle, but doesn't get the cut. Platt retreating a little bit. Nice retreat cut by Oak.
I think Platt started something, that's why Oak manages to cut with his fastest slash.
Oh. Yeah, Isabella has speed too, as far as that snap cut anyway, so that's really dangerous. And it's got reach. Thankfully it has a recovery to it though, because of the nature of the attack, so it's not really spammable. Nice 1-2.
Yeah, I think unfortunately a little bit later, but Oak is getting it. Like he needs to start an attack a little bit closer to his opponent, so he at least hits a block and can transition into second attack really fast. But yeah.
Yeah, you're 100% right, but too late.
Yeah, snap cut is that dangerous for him.
Yeah, that snap cut was beautiful.
Yeah, Blood did a good job of using it multiple times. Like sometimes he hits a block, sometimes they just neutralized each other's attacks. But yeah, it's a really useful tool.
Yeah.
And like Laszlo is fast, and that snapcut is a good attack to challenge his speed of attack.
Indeed. All right, I'll just we'll move on. Actually, we'll skip your fight with Pekola Koala. I'm gonna ping Pekola though, so we'll see if he replies. We'll just move straight to me against Luck now, I think. Yeah, so I'll just give him a ping. Luck's already coming in. Excellent.
So most likely you will be playing Alex, so he'll be playing Jan.
Yeah.
Knowing that, maybe you will switch the character. I'm really interested to see. Maybe you will play Isabella.
Yeah, I could play Isabella. I haven't really played Isabella against Luck though. It's the only thing.
That's why I'm interested in this matchup.
I think I'm just gonna go with what's been working.
Okay, I see. Alright, show us a good fight, guys. Yeah, like he uses his regular skin. Oh, for a moment I thought Jan is landing that retreating snapcut, but no. Subu was better at this exchange. Oh, yeah, like just barely misses the corkscrew and immediately receives the punishment. Yeah. Oh, that was a really good upcut. They are really useful against Alex, but we need to get the distance just right. And yes, if Subu will throw out of measure, it's possible for luck to punish it like that with a corkscrew or down forward Y. But yeah, it carries inherent risk of letting Alex too close. Yeah, it's really important, I think, in this matchup, like somewhat similar to Gideon's one, for Jan to play a distance game. Yeah, and if you manage to get close enough, at least you need to make sure that snapcut lands. Cover your retreat. Oh, nice leg void. Suba almost got him. Another one where I thought it's not what happened. Expected a double. Yeah, a lot of those really thin moments where it couldn't go either way, but still one of the guys gets the flag. Really intense and close game. Oh, yeah, the paint into down forward Y thrust. Subu lands a double. And now he gets his signature combo in. Oh, close like is getting close. Oh, now he tries a distance game. Subu is getting a bit tired. Even more tired now that both of them are wounded. Oh yeah, and up close it thrust works really well. Block. Yeah. Subu manages to carry on with his retaliation and lands the follow-up attack. Ah, out of measure this time with an upcut. Alec is looking for that window and Subu is making sure to not let
Ooh,
him.
good fight.
Yeah, yeah, so for the final one, like went all in. Just this move is risky, and the closer you start it, the more risk it carries. You
Mm-hmm.
open your upper torso, your head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
and
was
Slash
throwing a
just sliced his head. Yeah,
yeah, I was throwing a preemptive attack there, so got him right in the head.
yeah, still a very intense and close game. GG
100%.
guys, well played.
Yeah, GG's block. Yeah, Platt mentioning he's not as nervous as he used to be, which is good to see. That definitely helps your game. You're always nervous at first when you're new. You think you're gonna make a fool out of yourself or something, but he's been doing really well. So,
Yeah, definitely. I think it's mostly like because you're facing the unknown, you know? You didn't play the games that much, you don't know people you're facing too well, but as you get used to the community more, you have more games under your
mm-hmm.
belt, like you can relax a bit and just have some fun.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what matters the most.
Exactly.
Okay, Maestro against Koala now. Seeing Koala here.
Yeah,
Maestro, you'll
like
take the left.
confirmed it. He went for the gamble with the belly lunge. Sometimes you can get away with it because you can cancel the recovery with a return snap cut. But
Mm-hmm.
like if you do it at a close distance, yeah, it's harder. Even like the recovery cancel is not that useful because you can just get slashed while you are doing this attack, and like sometimes the trade won't go favorably
Hmm.
because you'll be hitting the head while you're hitting the torso most of the time.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that was the goal of my game there was just to make sure I don't get stabbed in the belly, because that's what I'm most worried about against Luck. And then as soon as I see the opportunity, you would have seen there, I just go for a crushing offense when I see that opening. And throwing some preemptive
Yeah,
attacks in there to create a defensive shell almost, so if he tries going for a belly lunge or something, those preemptive attacks might catch his head. So
yeah, but
just stuff like that.
that's the trick. Like um, using preemptive attacks against such Jan's play style is a double-edged sword too.
Hmm.
Like if you use them too much, you will get punished with those corkscrews. Actually,
Yeah.
corkscrews' best implementation is just to attack an outstretched arm. Like
Hmm.
some preemptive attack was thrown and you are hitting the fingers because your opponent suddenly got a little bit closer to you while outstretching the arm, and corkscrew hits is just right.
Yeah. That's why I kept Long Guard ready, because that's my one defense really against Corkscrew. I don't think the cuts reliably stop it, so as far as beating it down.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, Koala has gone with Yendrick, which is a very brave pick, but he definitely knows how to play him.
Oh, I don't think it's like brave pick because my personal opinion, well, from my
Yeah, he's
very experience, is that Yandrik has slight advantage in this matchup. Like
yeah.
obviously, Koala has large latency here,
Mhm.
but like if you take just a random Yandrik and a random Jera in everything equal,
Mhm.
Yandrik can move faster, and he can attack from like as big of a distance as Jera. And due to his ability to move faster, he can land those chops around his guard with more precision.
100%. Yeah, I see your point for sure. Just that lack of the guard is the main thing I was thinking. But he's doing well so far. Pretty even. Maestro has come back and made it a more even fight, but it's anybody's fight so far.
I think if well, Koala is good with Yandrik, but if he moved like encircling Jera more,
Mhm.
it would be even easier for him.
Yeah. Gotta watch those
Yeah, so
stabs. That's the big thing.
yeah, that's why you need to move to the side to avoid those
Mhm.
thrusts.
Yeah, otherwise, the rough strategy makes a
Oh,
lot of sense, trying to
nice.
space him out, bait attacks
Yeah,
out, but
Maestro.
Maestro just goes in. That's another way to beat the axe, just rush in and use all that blade you have to your advantage.
Yeah, it's really important to not just stick to a single style against Yandrik. You need to surprise him too.
Hmm. Oh, that would have been cool if it landed. Nice.
Yeah. So Koala is being a bit defensive now, it seems.
Hmm.
Yeah, keeping that distance.
Needs to bait out those attacks. Maestro can move fast in short bursts, and that's kind of catching the Koala off guard.
Oh,
That retreat cut. Oh!
tried to push, I think,
Yeah, it was
but
just bad timing.
Maestro just reacted to forward movement and Yandrik and threw an attack.
That's what you do.
GG guys. Yeah, well played, Maestro.
Perhaps a grab would have worked, though. It's hard to say, 'cause that move has quite a startup. He might have been able to grab him. It's tough to
Maybe
say, though,
not
with
too
latency and
like
stuff, but
yeah, because the attack was thrown pretty early, so he was arriving into the active phase of that attack already.
mm. Okay, Oak against Luck now. We're gonna skip Pekla again, because I think I've pinged him enough. But we'll ping him later on for sure if we need to.
Yeah, I guess he will be with us if he's not busy or distracted with something.
Yeah, this is a fight I really want to see. Very different saber styles here. Fundamental, precise approach by Oak versus Luck's crazy style. It's a really good style, don't get me wrong, but he moves a lot. He does a lot of different attacks, and I really like it.
Yeah, actually, Luck literally taught me how to play proper Yan.
Hmm. Yeah, I think he
Like
taught everybody
without
to some
any
extent.
special training sessions, but just by showing his style
Yeah,
to us while participating in many events and skirmishes.
yeah.
Like before I tried Yan and I didn't find anything interesting in him. So like I tried him multiple times but failed a lot. And then I saw how you can use those like down forward Y,
Mm-hmm.
corkscrew, belly lunge, a retreating cut to cancel the recovery, and obviously that uh, sidestep combo that you can cancel into many other moves too. And that actually made Jan very fun for me to play because you can play him using these moves so
Mm-hmm.
aggressively, and I enjoy playing aggressively.
Yeah, it's very
Like
fun.
what you want to play aggressively? You want some kind of moves that somewhat threaten your opponent's auto guard, and then you want at least one move that allows you to retreat somewhat safely. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like Laszlo has that retreating cut that he can do after uh, like forward two slash combo, and Jan can also retreat with his snap cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that they're slightly different moves. They're really good retreating moves, but for different reasons, I think. One packs a bit more power, one's a bit more fast, a bit quicker. It can still kill,
Yeah,
but, you know, there's a clear difference in power, I think. Another
yeah.
thrust. Right, Oak needs to play very precise here. Laszlo very exposed to Luck's
Oh,
specific way of fighting. Especially, yeah, there's the A cut. I think he was tired too.
yeah. After two wounds, definitely.
Nice feinting. Oak's trying to figure him out here. Feel his opponent out. And he has to play a precise game like I was saying, so. Oh, oh, I can't reach. There
Oh,
he gets the
missed.
he gets the second cut though. Nicely done. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's happy with that.
Sometimes you just gotta keep going even if that first cut misses, you know? You see your opponent's
Uh,
not threatening you, your opponent's stunned, you just gotta go for it.
yeah.
Nice try by Luck, and that was interesting
Oh, yeah.
looking, but he definitely hit him, so
Elgin is really having a hard time approaching.
yeah. I think Oak's trying to do something similar to what I was doing, using long guard to get information about what Jan is doing, just to get that point out there and get the contact so he can safely move in, but
Hmm,
I think Luck is mixing up some cuts into that corkscrew lunge style, so it's really not proving as effective as Oak might be hoping. Especially because Laszlo is a bit
yeah.
more one-dimensional from the stab. Nice
Oh, so
exchange.
many parries.
Beautiful. Precise cuts that Oak is known for.
Yeah, that's what Laszlo needs to do, just to get closer and start his combo and
Yeah.
get some really fast cut in.
Yeah, the trouble is, you can theoretically hit him in the head with that when he does that belly lunge, but I think Laszlo has just enough startup such that he can get stunned if he tries to do that,
Nice.
so.
And also, I think Elgin needs to incorporate that snap cut
Mm-hmm.
popularized by Pianist.
Oh!
It's really good too.
Yeah, that corkscrew is brutal.
Yep. Very well played by Luck. GG, guys.
Yeah. And it goes to show how much styles can really make a fight there. I think Luck's style just really threw Oak off because Oak hasn't played for a while. So,
Well, literally with this style you can both attack and defend at
hmm
the same time, sorta, because sometimes you throw those attacks to initiate and maybe bypass your opponent's gut, so you threaten him,
hmm
and at the same time you use them as preemptive attacks. So
yeah,
if someone tries to rush in unprepared, he'll be hit by them, and like if not killed, at least hit stunned, and then you can follow up as Jan.
yeah, exactly. And you're up next, Tau. You're fighting Plat, so good luck with that.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that will be a tough fight, definitely.
Yeah, got perfect ping pretty much. So,
Okay, which side I'm at?
you are on the right side.
Okay.
Yeah, this is about what I expected. Zera against Isabella. Definitely a good pick if you know how to play Zera. And a stab attempt, it almost looked like it was going to land, but that arm was threatened by that cut. Good instinct by Platt to just cut straight down when that stab comes in. Retreat cut almost hits, but Platt's defense holds up. Whoa, that was interesting. He was going for a long guard, but he canceled and then went for a B cut, which could have been very dangerous. Really good at selecting angles, Platt. So Tao just going right on the offensive, forcing a trade, but... Oh, that snap cut is really fast. That was a good stab, but again, that snap cut. Nice. Long guard gets beat, but keeps his distance. So Tao is really struggling to figure something out here. That was good, though. When the bind was left, Tao just went for a cut. Isabella still hanging in there. Nicely done. Tricking the long guard with a stab. Sorry, with a snap cut and then a stab. Tao is tired there and barely manages to force the double with his Zwirch to the head. Very, very good use of different attacks to get around the auto guard, and that's how you do it. You just use different angles. You trick it in various ways, like with that fast snap cut, and then you go for a different attack. Nice use of the long guard sidestep. Doesn't land, but it can be a good move if you use it correctly. Again, a stab to the arm after tricking the auto guard. I believe what you would need to do if you want to stop that is you'd want to try and long guard the stab in time, or get just like that, go for a cut. I think Tao has pretty much figured out what to do at this point. But if Tao gets a bit defensive, that's a really good way to open up the can, so to speak. Actually, pretty even fight. Tao has been just hanging in there, focusing on fundamentals of Zera and these cancels to throw his opponent off a little bit, going for the stab. Platt is actually on the offensive, and we're seeing Platt do much better than usual, I think, on the offensive. So his game has definitely evolved for the better. Being defensive is great, but it's nice if you can switch things up sometimes too, and just go for the initiative when you think you have it. And he seems to be playing in a pretty balanced way, so that's good. Thrust attempt over the guard, but it doesn't get through. Very good try by Tao. Cutting the thrust, but cancels, thinking his opponent was going to go for it. But Platt with very good fight IQ. And there's a good sidestep, deleting the sword, but I don't think the sword was going to threaten him anyway, so that didn't affect the outcome. A bug that should probably be fixed, though. Thrust attempt by Tao, but good parry, just going straight down multiple times there, Platt. I don't blame him. Maybe Platt should have switched up the angle, go for a Y, then an X cut or something in that scenario. Hard to say. But I don't blame him for just going for Y cuts either. And it was very close. I think if Tao didn't move back, it might have very well worked, and that was a good stab to finish the fight off. Platt in a very good spot here. But very nice cut from the right shoulder by Tao. Tao was really going to have to use that reach to his advantage. Zera is a bit taller, so he does, and the way he swings too is really important, so Tao could use that to his advantage and still get a win here. Good retreat cut, shutting down the line of attack and hitting the head. Trying to beat the blade, but Platt was ready for it. That's the issue of blade beats. If your opponent can disengage in time, and you're out of measure, it might not actually do much for you. Because you're attacking the blade, not the person. There's a time for blade beats, of course, but sometimes it's a little counterproductive. And Tao, nicely done. When the thrust failed, he just focused on powering through. That's what he had to do. Because I think before, Tao has been trying to retreat a little bit, perhaps, when something like that goes wrong. But then Platt calls him out on it and hits him with the punish. So in that particular case, anyway, it was good for Tao to keep going. And that's a really lucky double for Tao with that retreat cut. It looked like Platt had him, but Tao is hanging in there. Very good mental fortitude on his part, because this fight hasn't been going well for him earlier on, but Tao is making a comeback. And now this fight is actually very close. Use of long guard there, trying to get a thrust perhaps, trying to bait an attack out, that type of thing. Good pressure by Platt, passive pressure is what I call that, and that's a double. Nice use of the combo by Tau. Nice retreat cut. Yeah, Tau is using every trick he's got here. Nice stab as Platt goes in. And so Platt is going to have to rethink his approach, I think, a little bit, because otherwise he might very well choke this. Oh, and he gets a grab. Nice try by Tau, but Platt, I think, with one of his signature moves, Platt's actually really good at landing those grabs.
GG, well played, Platt. Unfortunately, half of the time I was throwing attacks and just hoping for the best as I got like small spikes, as well as at the last moment with the grab. Still, well played. Very strong fundamentals, Platt.
Definitely. Okay, again we've got Pekla up. I think we'll just skip the fight
Oh,
though if
is he here
Pekla's not
already?
here. No, but his fight against Luck is up is all I'm saying. I think we'll do Platt against Koala. We'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Good, Platt's already joining. Feel free to click links preemptively, guys, by the way. The links don't die anywhere near as quickly as they do. So,
Oh, did they change something in Parsec?
yeah, I guess so. I haven't noticed a link die yet. So, it's a little bit redundant sending all these links, but I guess it's good to it makes the message look a bit cleaner, I suppose, with the link and the pings. So,
I wish they just added some setting for how long the
yeah.
link can stay up without timing out.
Okay, Platt is here, of course, waiting for Koala. Then I get to fight Maestro. That'll be cool. Because you never know what's
Yeah.
in store in our fight.
And I guess Koala had more than enough warming up, so let's see how it goes for him now.
Yeah. And then after this, Tao, you've got 2 fights, so you gotta run the gauntlet, so to
Oh,
speak.
2 in a row?
Yeah, because we remove. Yeah, that's after my fight against Maestro. You gotta do 2.
Ah, I see. I see.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting for sure. Koala is in, excellent. And the amazing thing about Koala is you just never know who he's gonna pick. So I honestly have no idea. He might stick with Yandrik. He might go with someone else. I think Pekla is here, so we'll do your fights, Pekla. That's not a problem. But for now, we're just gonna continue on since we got Plat and Koala in here. We'll just do their fight first. Yeah, but I see your ping. Not to worry. Yeah, in your last events you didn't die. Yeah, it's interesting. Koala left.
Maybe.
Plat
Oh,
right.
Koala didn't pick his in. Oh, not Gideon.
Honestly, he can. Marta, okay.
Okay,
I,
Mata.
that's interesting. I don't think it's the worst pick. I just think if an Isabella player knows what to do, that could be trouble.
Well, that's the thing
But
with
this is
Koala.
Koala
He
we're
can pick
talking though.
literally anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But we're talking about Koala, not just some average Marta player. So I think we'll have a show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, and if Platt doesn't respect the rapier enough, that could turn out pretty bad for him actually. So. Oh, throwing some cuts.
Oh,
They actually land on the leg, and that forces a limp. Marta has some
yeah.
durability too, unlike Marie. So.
And her guard is pretty solid, so
Yeah.
actually Isabella needs to play more aggressively in this matchup.
Yeah.
Like, use long guard more to get closer and land some of her thrusts or cuts.
Yeah, Koala just using attack after attack to keep his opponent at bay. Good sidestep, backs away when
Oh,
it fails, though. Very good tactical game here. And The trouble with Plat is Plat can't really rush in now with that limp, so Koala can just use that
Yeah,
reach of his to keep threatening and harassing him, and
but he can't bypass the Lone Guard so
mhm.
far.
Oh, another stab, but no kill. But he's very,
Th-
very tired at this point, so
Actually, that's the reason why I complain so much in chats about Maurice double lunge, you know? Like, take a comparison between different thrusts. Some, you'll be throwing them at pretty close distance, but Lone Guard will twist and bend, arms will go into weird angles, but Lone Guard will still protect you. And some thrusts just go in linearly. That's still Koala takes the first flag.
yeah, had to play the long game there because the damage difference, and yeah, that's the danger. If Isabella just marches forward and gets a cut like that landed,
Yeah,
it could be danger.
you can't really disrespect Easy.
Mm,
She has so many tools even when she's limping.
yeah, nice beat.
Oh,
No
nice.
kill though.
Yeah,
Another hit,
follow-up
no
was
kill.
not really strong.
I think this really speaks to Koala's skill though. The fact that he can stay in the fight, landing all those little hits, and then gets a good stab,
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
really speaks to his skill, I think.
definitely. Especially now that Mata is slightly less, well, not slightly, on some hits, like seriously less damage.
Hmm.
Like she gets more scraping damage out of some thrust than on point full damage.
Very nimble use of
And
that rapier.
yeah, Koala is doing a great job at controlling the distance and using those small attacks to keep his opponent at bay.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, still a double.
Yeah, that's basically how you fight a longsword with rapier in real life. You just deny the bind as much as you can, harass the guard, use that reach, stuff like that. And the longsword, of
Oh,
course, wants to beat the blade, get the bind, that type of thing, and get in close.
yeah. Bypass the tip.
Yeah. Oh, grab
Oh,
attempt.
nice.
Koala's in the corner. Sometimes that's not a good thing, though, if you're attacking. Sometimes it is.
Oh,
It's
barely
not in this
missed.
case. Nice stab to the face.
Yeah, that's the trick with that thrust into slash combo
Hmm.
that Isabella got. To use the second attack, you need to be close enough. If you use it from distance, you just open yourself up.
Yeah.
Because the slash just moves her to the side without a single inch moving forward.
Hmm. And Koala knows how to recover from blade beats too, so sometimes just hitting the blade is not enough.
Yeah.
Marta is actually, like, you can say what you want about Marta being weak, but that is one strength she has, that really subtle point work that she has going for her. It's definitely a strength.
Yeah, Koala is doing a great job with her.
Oh, there we go, barbarian style there with the high guard. That might be a good idea actually. Just that extra reach.
Oh,
Got to get close enough. That's the danger, and it's a little bit high risk, but I like the idea to crash through like that.
well, the series Mara's guard is pretty good, so if Koala manages to get one of those whiffs, and well, he wasn't able to this time.
Yeah, yeah. He wants that cup to protect his hand, ideally. But if it gets just close enough past the point, it can bypass and hit the arm.
Yeah. Oh, there's a blade bit.
Snap cut. No blade beat though. Koala was ready for it, I think.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of patience, and that really helps him.
Oh, he probably could have cut him there, actually.
Yeah,
It's hard to say, though, sometimes.
bait. Charlie is baiting.
Oh! All the way through, and that's a cut straight down. That's a common occurrence in this matchup.
You can do literally the same with Marie. You
Hmm.
throw a grab and immediately cancel the recovery with a triangle going low.
Hmm.
It's even more strong with her because you can avoid some cuts that go too high.
Yeah, well, grab attempts. Koala's not afraid to get in a scrap, even in this matchup. He knows
I
it's
think
not
he needs
ideal.
to stick to his main
Nice.
style, yeah, like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think Platt needs to find an answer to that retreat thrust. That's going to be the key to victory, to find a way to counter those whiffs that Koala's doing. Yeah, that might be one of the answers there, that high guard.
Oh, mostly he needs to get close.
Yeah.
You want to be close as Isabella.
I want to say dashing in can work too, but you just got to be careful again of being stabbed in the face. That's because Quali's ready for that type of thing. So I'd say be very cautious with that, but that could be also a tool you could
I
use.
think his main style of keeping at maximum distance is somewhat working against him in this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need to rush
Mm-hmm.
Marta down.
Yeah. As long as you make sure that point is not gonna connect, it's definitely a good
Yeah.
idea.
But here's the thing, like, he's not mixing it up, those rushes, with the patient play,
Oh.
so...
Yeah, bad choice.
Koala,
I think.
Koala managed to adjust and, like, he was reading him by the end of this game. Like, there was a small comeback, but still Koala adjusted to that style. He managed to keep the distance, playing defensively, keeping his opponent away at the point of his rapier. So sometimes you need to mix up your speed to be less predictable, yeah? Unfortunately, Plat didn't manage to do this. Still a very intense and good fight.
Yeah.
Very well played by both players.
All right, so we're gonna pause for a moment and just go for Pekala's fights now that Pekala is here. So you're gonna fight Pekala first, Tao, and then Koala, you're gonna be
Okay.
fighting pretty quick, and then I'll get to fight Pekala as well, so that'll be cool. All right. So stick around, Pekala. Don't leave. Excellent. He's joining already. Don't even need to ping him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is what I usually do if people are late. I think it's because these tourneys are pretty laid back. We're not trying to be super competitive here. We're here to have fun, so there's no need to disqualify people right
And
away if they don't show up
like,
immediately.
unlike single elimination or double elimination, you don't have those issues
Yeah,
with round robin. You can just play other fights because no one is being held back.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I suppose your punishment for being late is just doing multiple fights in a row, but that's fun too. You could argue, so it's just a bit of pressure. Anyway,
Okay, so which side do we take?
Pekala on the left, Tau on the right.
Okay.
All right, good luck. Nobody can beat Koala first fight against him. He's tricky. Yeah, he's very tricky. Was that threatening Yazuk there, or is that trying to go to Zera? Interesting. I didn't see who did that. I just saw Yazuk be highlighted for a moment. And a reminder, Yazuk is not banned. So you totally can do it. It's just, people might not be a fan. But it's 100% allowed. Especially after the nerf that he got. I think he's still quite broken, but he's not quite as bad as he used to be. Anyway, Pekalov the first hit. So they're both playing Zera, which is really cool to see. The Zera mirror. Oh, possible
I'm
leg spike.
getting a huge leg spike, yeah.
Alright, let's just
One
wait it
moment,
out.
please.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
Platt also mentioned he hasn't really fought Rapier yet, so that definitely changes things too. It's a very different weapon, so it's definitely something you learn as you go. Recommend practicing against Rapier players if you can. It's a tricky weapon if you don't know what to do. But Koala is also a particularly tricky Marta, so you should feel pretty happy, I think, for doing as well as you did. You definitely forced him to play the long game, so... They're both playing at max distance here. Oh, upward cut, shielded Tau, and then Tau goes straight for the thrust. That's often a good tactic, and Peklo was just too far, I think, for that stab. I thought he was going to land it if Tau was close enough, but... And then Tau gets the grab, punishing the holy stance. Nicely done. Tau is very good at that. He has a good sense of when a grab can work, and when a grab will not work. That was a case where a grab can totally work, so... Very brave, too. just going right in there despite the threat. And then Tao with the pommel strike. So Tao has suddenly turned up the aggression a little bit, and we can see how doing so has actually thrown Pekla off a little bit, and it's allowed Tao to swing that fight in his favor. So Pekla is now having to adjust to this. But it's very calculated aggression too. It's very similar to what Toasted Bread likes doing. So nice angles by Tao. Bit out of measure, then gets a grab again. Perhaps Pekla was in the middle. Nice retreat cut. And yes, of course, Koala takes credit for Tao's grappling technique. Koala is the coach of everyone, after all. Good upcut. Stab misses, though. Pekla's cut managed to parry that. So Pekla getting his second flag. Nice word chow by Pekla, but out of measure to land the actual hit. Still, it's a good parrying move for those single tempo actions. Holy stand thrust, attempted to initiate, and I think it tricked the guard just enough for the retreat Y, or Pekla might have been starting something. Either way, Tao managed to get the point there, and Tao was doing a preemptive grab there, I think, but Pekla just called him out on it. Good try, though. That's often one way to land a grab if your opponent's just not ready for it. It could have been a push, too. Oh, retreat cut, managing to tag the hand. Tao was trying to get a snipe himself, but it was Pekla who in turn got it. Retreat cut attempt. Again, playing at max range again, playing a calculated game, trying to get the other opponent to trip up a little bit. Oh, the thrust just out of measure. Good try by Tao. It was just out of measure. And now this fight is roughly equal. Very good angle choice by Tao. A risky move, but Peklo wasn't ready for it, so very good sense of timing for that. Thrust attempt just out of measure. It's very high commitment, but a very good move. Again, trying to pick that angle. The angle seems to do really well as far as hitting that arm up close. And Pekla, not Pekla, Zera often moves his head out of the way, so you don't always have to worry as much about those downward cuts to the head. Alright, so pressure's on for both of them. This flag will decide the round. Very good recovery by Pekla here. Pekla was struggling at first, but he's made a really good comeback to make this an even fight. Now they're sidestepping each other, looking for a good opportunity. Baiting each other, doing some cancels out of measure. So who's going to make the first mistake is the question. There's Wirtz trying to hit the hand, calculated move after that stab comes in, but nobody got any blade contact on the body. Tao threatening to rush in, very ballsy by him. But Pekola's not taking the bait. And these moments are always really cool where they're moving back and forth, just waiting for that perfect opportunity. But they are threatening each other. They're testing each other's defense, reminding each other that they can't lose focus. And very nice angle by Pekla, ends up taking it.
GG.
Very
Well
good
played,
tempo
Pico.
switch.
So it's not Koala who taught me grappling, it's Jan. I mean, Koala did some grappling too back then, but it was really Siant who used a lot of grapples in Marie. Like almost out of every triangle and even without any triangles, just up close. So yeah, I started doing them right after I saw them being used so many times.
Alright, Koala, you're up next. You're going to be fighting Pekla.
Yeah, maybe we'll see Call as grappling now.
And then Pekla, you get to fight me after. So Koala, you're gonna take the left. Pekla, you're gonna switch. You're on the right now. All right. Good luck, both of you. Koala, yep. Koala's in this tourney. We don't see him very much, in at least in non-mine tourneys. But I think he's also been a bit inactive compared to usual too, because waiting for
Yeah,
that update.
it's always good to see him playing with us.
So chaos is ensuing. These are both very versatile players, so they don't know who to pick. Are we gonna see a
Well,
Gideon match? That'd be.
Koala is a little bit more versatile, I'd say, because Pico is avoiding
Mm-hmm.
Isabella, for example,
That's true.
and Koala is not discriminating any character. He's playing them all.
Good old saber match. Excellent. Laszlo from Koala against Gideon from Pekala. This is always a really cool one because they both have exposed guards, but in different ways. Stab down
And
low, but gets cut.
Pico researched some interesting tech on Gideon as well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if Koala is prepared for this Gideon.
Oh, nice stab. Koala, of course, the inventor of that meme, specifically against Gideon. Another thrust, and then the Vinard getting the hit to the head.
Yeah.
I think Koala's the
It's
one who
like
coined that too, the Vinard.
it's literally like two opposite styles. Koala doesn't focus on some hard trick cancels, etc. He's just good at picking distance and timing. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
as fundamental as you can get. And Pico, on the contrary, does a lot of small tricks,
Mm-hmm.
cancels, tech, by transitioning like from one stance into another.
Yeah, Pekla having to retreat there, and Koala eventually got the hit. Nice
Oh,
upcut. Pekla is not afraid to just get in there with Gideon and throw 3 different cuts when he sees an
Koala,
opportunity.
use a snap cut too. Use a snap cut. Yes, it's
Gotta
good.
use it at the right time though.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And the elbow is exposed. This one is useful.
Cancels thrust.
Oh, nice
One,
thrust.
two, but Pekla's ready. Perhaps another thrust would have done it. Nice circling by Koala. Pekla matching his footwork the best he can, marches forward with 2 cuts, forcing Koala to respond, forcing a double.
Yeah, still a double.
Good. Oh,
Oh,
2
nice.
hits, and then there's a cut.
Actually, when Gideon switches stances, that's a good moment to thrust. He's not defending himself
Mm-hmm.
completely at the moment, and even if you just get a hit stun, you can follow up with something.
Yeah. Bunch of cuts from Pekla, really making it hard for Koala to approach. Those stabs have been working well for him, though, in the middle of the transition, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
nice to the
nice.
throat.
Yeah, I think Gideon was kneeling forward a bit into the
Mm-hmm.
horizontal slash, and that's why his head was hit.
Oh, Pekla.
Another one.
Yeah, Pekla canceled that downward cut. I'm thinking he should have actually just gone for it instead of canceling it.
Yeah, that's his problem from time to time that arises. It has
Mm-hmm.
too many cancels
Yeah.
and just opens
Oh.
up his gut, but sometimes they just work.
Yeah, just marches forward. So Koala is really trying to play the distance game, which I think makes sense. Gideon, of course, wanting to get really close, specifically Pekla, but oof, he got tied up because of that stab miss and got hit in the body.
Yeah, well, Laszlo definitely can compete in speed of attacks with Gideon. He has less HP, so
Mm,
attacking from distance is also
yeah,
good for Laszlo.
yeah. Oh, nice retreat cut.
Nice.
I think Gideon has more
Yeah,
choice of angle. That's really Pekla's big advantage as far as getting close.
if Koala can bait something, like Gideon moves forward while slashing, and
Hmm.
then Koala can retreat cut that. That works.
Yeah. Oh, the Vineyard. That works too sometimes, yeah. It's actually a good idea,
Yeah,
used
but
properly.
you need to have stamina for it.
Hmm. Oh, double, thankfully. That looked really
Yeah,
scary for Koala, actually. 'Cause those up cuts are just so dangerous, and even some of those wide cuts can reach out farther than you realize.
yeah.
Nice exchange.
Mm. I think Pico needs to use more upcuts.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
there
like that.
just marches forward. I think that's
Exactly
a
like that.
three-hit combo.
So Gideon has from like right leg forward two upcuts combo, but
Hmm.
he can transition into the third cut literally like without any delay at all, because his basic cuts, if it's a cross guard cut, like continuing to use the diagonal slash, you can just transition into it immediately, no delays.
All right. So I'm fighting Pekola now,
Okay.
and
I
then
wonder if he picks Gideon again against your Alex.
yeah, yeah, I have a feeling he will. And by the way, Pekola, you have to fight Luck after this, so you're still not quite done.
Yeah.
All right, take the left side. Laszlo. Huh.
Hmm. Piccolo chose Laszlo. That's surprising.
Yeah. I was unsure because I thought he was gonna go Gideon, but I'm like, all right, I'll do.
So he was trying out Laszlo previously, like a few days ago. We skirmished a bit, but I think he's still not fully like grasped on which attacks are best to be used by him.
Hmm.
Maybe he just wants to do a sort of live test to use Laszlo in a competitive environment. Yeah, just getting hit from all the angles. And again, betrayed for Laszlo. Oh, he's a Tapcat lands. I think Laszlo is better used as in a really fundamental way, because he's really fast. He can move really fast. He can cut really fast. So as long as you get the timing and distance correct, fundamentals can carry you a lot and a lot with him. Like, you don't need that much clever tricks really.
All right, good fight. I think you should have gone Gideon, man. To be honest, I was thinking Isabella, but against your Gideon, but yeah, either way, I think
Well,
Gideon
yeah,
was better pick.
I think he wanted to try it, to try Laszlo in Eterni after the skirmishes. So yeah, he just
Still a
picked
good
him.
fight. Uh, Interesting.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it again. Yeah, like Laszlo is moving really fast, so you can make small adjustment or to your position, or like you can approach really fast. So yeah, if you're strong fundamentally, you can use that. And also, you can set up attack opportunities, which is like retreating cut, and you like need to do something before it, be in range of retreating cut, and then use it to like present sort of an opening for your opponent, but then closing that opening with this retreat cut. And to do this, you don't need some
Hmm.
clever feint or some active cancels. Well, actually, Laszlo have some active cancels going on. He can cancel the recovery of his snap cut, of
Hmm.
his belly lunge as well. But I think unlike Jan, it's not that needed for him.
Hmm.
But maybe we are just lacking another new player who takes Laszlo and shows us how to properly active cancel with him.
All right, just setting up the names. All right, let's go. Yeah, I was trying to use my range advantage, especially, and I was glad I was able to get that high-low game working. That was a cool combo I did where I cut the leg, then I did the retreat cut, and I managed to tag the arm.
Okay, so Pico switched to Calc right now, I think.
Yeah, that's a good pick, I think. Luck has
Yeah,
not gone with Barabash, too, so possibly it's a little bit better, too, for Pekka. Nice parry with the
Calc
cut.
is one of those characters that Pico used a lot. He has a ton of experience with him, so if you consider his quick attacks,
Hmm.
then yeah, his Calc is really strong.
Yeah, very good at canceling active defense, and that upward cut landed. Nicely done by Pekka. Good use of the point. So Luck is kind of going with his old style, but I think a little bit hesitant after those recent exchanges did not go so well for him. Bit of
So
a ghost
when
roll.
I was fighting Pico previously in this matchup, I noticed that using corkscrew is not as effective here,
Hmm.
as well as that a neutral longer Y cut that Luck just tried and was stabbed at that time.
Yeah.
And just slashes are somewhat more useful against Skulk, but again, not uh, like as a linear attack. But for example, a move to the right and Y side step cut
Hmm.
is good versus Skulk, but again, you need to get close to land it. Sometimes you can trade it favorably, even if Skulk stabs you,
Hmm.
but because you're being close enough, you can just get away with it and land that lethal strong cut from the right.
Hmm. Oh,
But
stab
yeah,
again.
definitely you can't just rush Calc like that. You will eat a lot of his thrusts. You
Yeah.
need to use long guard.
Yeah, Petcore's been using his reach really well, and Luck is just struggling to get in the measure. Oh, it's a trade, not a
Yeah.
kill for Luck.
Yeah, but then again, if you try more of those right side step Y cuts, some of those will be more favorable trades for
Hmm.
you. Because Jan has slightly more HP than Calc.
Yeah. Nice use of the Y cut too, to reach out just a bit more than Pekla might have been expecting. Good anti-long guard cut too. It's just very linear,
Mm-hmm.
that's the only thing, so Pekla can block it. Nice
Oh,
corkscrew.
nice. I think Pico was feinting something again, doing something. That's why it just
Hmm.
went in.
Stabbing him, but yeah, the
Nice.
distance was just perfect for Luck there. Oh wow, nice cancel on the A cut and then a stab. Beautiful
Yeah.
cancels by Pekla.
Whatever character he takes, if he spends enough time
Hmm.
with that character, he can do crazy stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Just out of measure, but Pekla is really harassing that guard and actually getting initiative on Luck,
Oh,
despite Luck's really active playstyle. Nice use of
I
long
think
guard against the corkscrew.
Pico is being at least not less active here with all his feints.
Mm-hmm. 7-4 for Pekla.
Yeah, very solid performance. GG, guys.
Okay, I get to fight Maestro now. And Pekla, you're
So,
finally done.
yeah, so he
For
managed to
now.
finish all those missed games, I see.
Yeah, and you'll get a fair break too, so.
All right. Maybe Vera versus Easy. Or maybe Saber matchup.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now I'm
Really
really
curious.
curious.
Could even be a rapier duel. Sometimes we do rapier duels, so you never
Yeah,
know.
true, true. Mm, well, maybe it's just my personal taste, but I'd prefer to see long swords. Well, obviously personal taste, because I just enjoy long swords more.
Fair enough. It's a very nostalgic matchup for both of us too, so I
Yeah,
definitely
I
would not
still
mind.
remember that match where Maestro was initially leading with Jara, and you were using a lot of those dash into right low upcut sidestep, and you managed
Hmm.
to come back and win narrowly.
Yeah, there was that one crazy exchange. It was so fast we couldn't track, like with our eyes, you know.
Yeah,
It was just we had to swing and hope our cuts would land properly. Saber or
yeah.
longsword? Let's do longsword, Maestro. Let's mix it up a bit. Sound good to you? Maestro actually asked me, so very honorable by
Ah,
him.
okay, okay.
We like to do that. We like to sort of signal to each other, even if we don't flat out tell each other what we're gonna do. We like to sort of gesture towards certain characters, as you might have noticed. So yeah, Maestro didn't want the rapier duel. That's fine. Rapier is probably my least favorite. I don't mind it, but I like cutting. So
Oh, so it's easy, Mira.
yeah, very
Okay.
nostalgic.
Uh, which side are you at?
I'm on the left.
Okay. Yeah, your movement is a bit different. Oh, somehow both a hit. Yeah, and as soon as that high guard was shown, immediate thrust. Oh, nice. Right around the blade. No, you don't want to show your long guard for so long. Oh, some really interesting exchange. Oh, I was expecting to end in a double. Now again, looking for those windows. Now it's a double. And so many attacks are being thrown at such a close distance for Isabella. You can easily get a double. Your recoveries are really low, so like you think you are counter-attacking, but no. Actually, your opponent is already recovered and throwing something else at you. So far, those upcuts are working well for Maestro. Now he's being a little bit more defensive now. Yeah. It's a fast snap cut, I think, as Subu was attacking. Oh, tries to rush Subu, but he's ready with his preemptive cut. More footsies and Subu goes for the tap cut into thrust. Still gets it from the first attack. Oh, another exchange. Subu manages to run away from being killed. Oh, a little bit too far away to land the thrust and still gets punished. Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like it was really a proper moment for Subu to counterattack, but Maestro recovered just
Oh,
lightning
nice, good
fast.
fight.
Yeah, GG. GG guys, very intense and a lot of cool exchanges. And actually, this mirror also is an illustration of why I think Isabelle is just so good
Hmm.
all-around character with like no real unfavorable matchups because she is able to recover just so quickly. And unlike, for example, Laszlo, when you can uh, go for like rotating cut, it's not just single moves that you can use. Your opponent thinks he has a proper moment to counterattack you, but regardless of whether uh, easy hit your block or just whips, she can just recover so quickly and throw another attack and still get a double.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a tough matchup in that sense for sure. And we always get those really cool exchanges, Maestro and I. Our timing's just so on point, so it's really cool to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah, definitely.
We know each other really well. All right, you're up, Oak, against
So
Tao.
I'm facing
Yep,
Oak now.
and then you'll
Yeah.
fight Koala. So you got two difficult fights in a row.
Okay, 2 in a row.
Okay, and you're on the left, Oak is on the right. Got the names set up already.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Nice, we got a saber fight. Well, I don't think anyone is saying Isabella's like Isabella's recovery is like overly fast, Venator. I think we're just saying it's quick. There's definitely other characters with similar recovery, I think, but Isabella is pretty damn fast. As a longsworder, that makes a lot of sense too. So, but yeah, as you say, it does depend on the attack too. So, anyway, nice saber exchange. Yeah, there's some unfavorable matchups probably, but she is pretty strong, I think. Corkscrew doesn't kill for Tau. Nicely done by Oak. Oak is really on his game this fight. And this is, I think, where Oak's going to do really well in this sort of even saber fight. Tau is a very good Yam, by the way, so I think that was a good decision. Gideon's kind of risky, so he's going with a very fundamental saber character that can find those angles to kill Laszlo. And has a bit more reach than Laszlo, too, with certain attacks. Good parry of the corkscrew. Snap cut as well. That's actually a dangerous move to be hit by. It can definitely kill. And I think Tao is going for a punch because of the distance, and Oak was just able to hit him. Looked like a punch rather than a cut. And that's a nice sidestep A by Oak. And Oak is really precise this match, and when he's got that precision down, he's very difficult to defeat. Nicely done. Classic luck combo, actually, too. So very good use of those two moves by Tao. And it goes to show how those moves have really influenced Yon's meta. That he's using them, too. And there's another corkscrew. It's something Oak has to watch out for. The best defense, in my experience, is long guard. I don't know how well Laszlo does with it, though. Can only speak from my experience. Nice. Calling him out on it there and just going straight for that cut. Parry riposte. Trying to go for that Y cut, but Tao with a slight angle there is able to just hit the head. Very good use of the feint. That's one of Yon's best tools, actually, if used well, but a very advanced one. Testing the defense. Oak not landing anything, but just testing things out. But unfortunately, that snap cut is really quick from Tao and hits the head. That's what I was talking about. If it's a perfect hit, there is a chance that it will just kill you. Very quick attack. A cut. There's a bit of a noodle arm there, but I've noticed the noodle arms are not as bad as they used to be. I think Tao might have recovered from it. There might be some way to do that. So it didn't really affect things there. But I did notice it a little bit. Good upcut. And Tao is actually ahead, so Tao might take this one. I might have just cursed him, but we'll see. No pressure. Good courts through retreating then to hit the hand as Oak comes in. Obviously, there's a bit of a reach disadvantage, and there's the retreat cut. Up close like that, that retreat cut is dangerous. Takes the hand right off. Anybody's game now. Laszlo is scary in these sorts of high-intensity moments where it's anyone's game because he's always ready for a cut, you know? That's the whole point of his guard, is he holds his blade back and he's ready to cut at any time. And that was a good snap cut from Tao, but no kill, but then goes for a different angle as Oak comes in. Perhaps a bit too linear. And that's that.
GG.
Very close
Well
fight.
played, Oak.
Turns out I did not curse you, so that's good.
So, okay, I hear a discussion about easy continues, so I'll throw a
Yeah.
question. Please post in chat, guys, if you think easy has some unfavorable matchup. Well, it means it's unfavorable from your experience, so just write them down.
Mm-hmm.
What character do you think is unfavorable for easy? Like,
Yeah.
from my experience, especially when I was playing easy extensively, not even once I felt that some matchup is unfavorable. Like, obviously, sometimes I was feeling that the person I'm facing is slightly better than me, and at high levels, it's more than enough. You can just put that advantage and win over your opponent. Sometimes like obviously there are some technical issues, but never even once I felt like I was disadvantaged due to my character. Like in comparison, when I was playing Jera, I met some unfavorable matchups, like
Mm-hmm.
for example Yandrik, because he can use his faster movement and longer ranged attacks. For example, when I'm playing Marie, and for example facing Isabella, I can think that I'm slightly disadvantaged. Again, maybe because of my inexperience with Marie, maybe because of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Just those are just two examples. So, what is your experience, guys? Please share it. Who do you think is unfavorable for easy?
Yeah, I'm really curious. Calc has come up a lot. Zera has come up. And Bara is equal according to luck. I could see that for sure. Koala, just by the way, Koala wants to do all of his fights right away. That's fine. We can do that. I don't really care if we go in
Okay.
order or not. But I will say Platt right now is barely ahead of everybody. He's actually in first place. So shout out to Platt. Platt has been doing really well. Platt might just win this one. So what we'll do, Koala, is you'll fight Tao, and then you'll fight Oak, and then you'll fight me. That's what we'll do. So you only have 3 fights left. That should be over pretty quickly. So let's get your fight sorted first.
Okay, let's do this. And while I have a small period of time, uh, Calc, for like my previous easy experience, felt like at least equal,
Mm-hmm.
like at least 50-50. And in most of the time, okay, I'll get back to it later. I need to focus on who do I play.
Yeah, the mind games here. Offering a...
No,
Oh, by the
I'll
way,
just
there's a
pick
bug.
Jan.
There's a bug there. If you look at the right, Jan is still named Yazik, not Jan.
Oh, yeah, I see. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, so for anyone who's maybe unfamiliar with the game, because sometimes people actually come across these streams, Yazik's the guy at the bottom right. Jan is the this guy right here in red and yellow. Just to be 100% clear on that. Plus, some people might have, stopped playing the game and might be a little confused because he was originally named Yazik, so the legacy character. Not anymore though. So we got Samuel against Jan from Tau. A character that Koala is very good with. Corkscrew attempt gets parried. There's a bit of a noodle arm again, but thankfully these have been happening out of measure. They haven't been really influencing anything. And both are using very minimalist fast moves. That's something that both characters are good at. And then Tau eventually manages to lunge in and shoot under, switching up the tempo just a little bit. Koala trying to get that sidestep combo he really likes with the X cut, but it doesn't land. And then Tau is able to hit the arm. Isabella has the highest skill ceiling. Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. It's hard to say, though. It's hard to say. I think for some players, she is a very intuitive character. That's the main reason I'm not entirely sure. It sort of depends on the person, though. The light switch thing, though, and stuff, there is a lot of complexity there. There's no doubt about it. Side steps. Koala gets the kill. Anyway, I'll try and focus on the fight. I've just been looking at the chat periodically, too. Corkscrew from Tao. Tao has just been doing a better job of landing the decisive blow, I think. That's something Sam just, actually struggles with, Samuel. And so Koala really struggling there, but gets a good, convincing Y cut and gets the kill. So on paper, Koala has a really good guard. Yan has a good guard too, but Sam is definitely a bit better at guarding. But not Koala, Tao knows how to get around that guard with Yanni's various tools, especially if Koala starts opening himself up. So Koala having to play a very tactical game here. Which goes to show that auto guard is not really the be-all end-all, because Tao is applying a lot of passive pressure. I cannot speak today. Corkscrew. Tao may be a bit tired, but he's still in the game. His guard is still there, so he's not completely tired, but gotta be aware of that stamina. Corkscrew hits the hand protection there. You might see Samuel actually has not only a knuckle bow, but that little noggle type thing with a thumb ring. So quite a bit of protection for the hand actually, and that is what saved Koala there. Hard to get to high skill healing means you can take character far. Yeah, of course. I'm just not sure if hers is the highest, but I think it's debatable. I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying it's debatable. Anyway. When maxed out, she's the best. Maybe, yeah. I could see that, maybe. There's definitely some characters that are like that. And Isabella is powerful, there's no doubt about it, so. Alright, so Tao again applying pressure, just forcing Koala into the corner here. Koala having to play really precisely now. His stamina is lower. He's been hit. Pressure's on. That corkscrew powered through, but just wasn't at the correct angle to hit. Again, the corkscrew. Koala just focusing on defense. But he's really struggling to set up an attack. So really good defense on his part, but he's got to figure something out to get out of this situation. And the corkscrew finally lands. And Tao just kept up the pressure.
GG. I guess it was
7-2.
somewhat similar for him as for me too. Had to keep the maximum distance, and sometimes when I threw attacks, was just sort of crossing fingers inside my head. Just got a small frame skip and hoping that attack lands. And yeah, I think this matchup is like slightly advantaged. Well, debatable on how much, but still, like Jan has an upper hand here, has an advantage because he has more HP, so some of those trades are more favorable for him, obviously. Like Sam is the second lowest HP character overall. And with those attacks that can threaten Sam's guard, which is strong, but still it can be threatened by the corkscrew, by the belly launch, like especially if Sam tries to do something. I think that's why in the end Koala mostly relied on passive defense, because as soon as he tried to stun something, like even if it's fast, that means he's disabling the guard and can get hit at distance.
Yeah, but as we saw, if you guard too much, you know, you're still gonna get hit eventually. So you were doing a good job of just pressuring him constantly, and
But
he didn't know what to do.
again, again, if you like consider the moves I was used, like by the
Mm,
end I was using like 3 to 4 moves. Like corkscrew, obviously, down forward Y, belly lunge, and some like left A sidestep attack just to mix things up a bit. And even then, the sidestep attack was mostly used as a preemptive tool. Like if Koala decided to rush me down,
mm.
surprise me somehow, then that move becomes useful. And like if you take this out of the picture, it's just 3 moves that really threaten his guard.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that luck, by the way. We're doing koalas fights first, if you didn't hear. So you're not up yet. You're gonna be up soon, though. We gotta do my fight with Koala after this, and then we're good. And I was worried Koala was having some kind of issue with his gamepad, but I think he was just going bananas. He's happy with Calc, so nice.
Uh, is Koala fighting Oaken now?
Yes, Koala's on the
Oh,
left, Ochre's on the right.
okay.
Yeah, a little bit confusing actually, because Oak, of course, has used Calc before as well.
Now,
So
I
could
can
be
sort of
anybody.
figure out the token because Oak really likes to wear that gray uniform on his
Yeah,
Lazlo, you know?
yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Nice
nice
spam.
dash.
Again, I stabbed to the arm. Oak has to change something here. I like the fact that he's trying to close the distance, but that elbow is just so exposed. And Koala's guard is solid, as we've seen. Oh, trying to stab the arm, but gets sniped. That was nicely done by Oak.
Yeah, good sidestep upcut. It's somewhat similar to the one that Jan has. It's really fast and your fencer twists his arm a bit. So
Nice.
if your opponent's arm is outstretched, you can get it and cut it off.
Yeah, a lot of characters have move that bypass guard, so yeah, people are just mentioning Zara versus Isabella. Yeah, that often is the case. There's certain moves that'll just get right past if you use them properly. So
Oh, by the way, I think today's match of me versus Plat showed that Isabella has a really solid guard.
oh yeah.
Uh, like he managed to block like 3 or 4 times one of my dash into retreat wise. Well, I was really close.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes people get a little bit nervous or twitchy just trying to react with something, and that's how they're getting cut. But like I managed to dash like almost as close as point blank range, and he kept his cool. He just trusted his block, and it worked. I was
Mm-hmm.
hitting the block.
Oh, that tired splash almost actually hit the arm.
Oh yeah.
That would have been cool, but Oak has recovered nicely. So Oak is using the blade bind, like Pekla is actually mentioning in the chat, to get to close in. So he gets the bind to prevent any stab from landing. Then his goal is to close in and land a cut, which is a very solid strategy. But there, I think he broke long guard too early.
Yeah, and well, Laszlo has to break it sometime, to transition into attack, and
Hmm.
yeah, that's when Kalk gets a small window.
Yeah. So,
I think Laszlo has a single attack with a sidestep
hmm,
splash out of long guard, but unfortunately, it has not that big of a range as just his neutral
yep.
attack.
Good run and stab attempt by Koala. Koala needing one more, but this is a very even fight.
Yeah, definitely.
Good to see these comebacks. We've seen quite a few of these, actually.
And if you take into consideration that Oaken uses Kalk too, so
Hmm.
he sort of knows what his opponent is capable of.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Possible
they're
leg.
getting a
Yeah.
lag spike.
We'll just
Yeah.
pause. Yeah, feel free to pause the game, guys. You don't have to leave it ambiguous and stop. You can pause, and that'll definitely signal something's wrong. So, oh, I stabbed to the body. That might have broke the rhythm a bit, but still, nice stab by
Yeah.
Koala.
Well, he was defending previously more, so I guess Oak was like expecting it less. He thought, okay, he will continue to stay defensive, but no. Koala just did his Koala stuff
Yeah.
and dashed in.
All right, so Koala, you're gonna stay on the left. You're gonna fight me, and that's your last fight. Good luck.
Yeah, you never know what character Koala will pick. I wonder what matchup shall we see right now.
Well, there's many moves that can bypass Guard Maestro. If you set them up properly, you pressure properly, there's all sorts of tactics you can do to get around Guard. So it's just if you're striking the Guard haphazardly and you don't have a plan or anything, you might struggle. Oh, and he went with Marta. I sort of mindlessly went with Alexander, but he probably would have picked someone else if I went. Actually, no, he might have stuck with it if I went Isabella. Come to think of it, because he did well earlier. So fair play. That's a really good pick. Fair play.
Okay, let's see if Suvan manages to get close enough to land his signature combos. Oh, Koala at the last moment managed to land an interruptive attack. Oh, nice blade beat. So we got the first flag.
Oh.
Went right into the stomach of Alex. Oh, wow.
Nice kick.
From such a distance too. Like, I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting for that knee to hit at all. Phantom knee hit. Special Mata technique. Oh, then those are being hit. Oh, for a moment I thought Subu is getting it. It was a really sneaky low attack, but thrust was faster. Oh, okay, Carl is trying to pull that shit off, but no. No, says Subu. He's ready for anything weird. Oh. Sort of going into the bin and then flash in the face. Still Carl is fighting, resisting. No. Another blade beat and gets close enough to use a really fast cut. To hit faster than a slash. Oh,
Good fight.
that
Oh, what was the
final
score?
dash. Yeah, that was a great dash to chop off the hand. Really nice final blow, Subu.
Yeah,
GG.
that's probably one of the few situations where the jump attack can work because he's using a long weapon and I was well past the point. So I'm like, all right, I'll just rush in because if he tries moving back, in theory, I'll still hit him. So that was the idea behind that.
And it's good to use it from time to time just to change the pace of engagement, so to say. Obviously, it can be countered by some retreating stab or maybe side step or something, but if you don't spam it, it's not expected. And like,
Yeah,
it's the only time you used it across the whole fight. So yeah, I guess it wasn't expected for
yeah.
Koala.
Okay, so I got 7, but I think Koala accidentally exited really quickly, so I actually didn't see the score. Was it like 7-4? Not sure if it
Mm,
matters that
I,
much, but
yeah, something like that. Something like that.
yeah, if someone in the
I was
chat could let us know, that'd be helpful. But I'll leave it at
I was
7-4.
mostly watching your engagements and not score really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
I
eye
think
was on the
Koala
point.
scored either 3 or 4, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because my focus was on the fight completely because I knew like if I make one misstep, I'll get stabbed in the face. So,
Yeah,
all right,
that's
Maestro
understandable.
against Bluck.
Another interesting fight. Maybe we will see even a Yan mirror. Another fundamental Yan
Yeah,
versus tricky Yan.
yeah, that'd be really cool. And I get to fight
I'm
Plat
still
after, so sorry.
I'm still waiting for Maestro to implement more of those tricks that Luck is using. Like you can play fundamental Yan as long as you want to, but just those attacks are so good. Those cancels are so good.
Okay,
If you
Maestro
have the
Monk.
fundamentals already, you can just start slowly implementing them into your style. So yeah, actually now that we have a pause, I can get to the topic of that Maestro used Jan against Maegera. So we previously sparred on my host, so Maestro was a bit of at a disadvantage there with latency, but he was playing Jera and I was playing Jan, and I managed to do pretty good score-wise too, because obviously Jan can move faster, and
Hmm.
if you circle Jera to avoid his very dangerous thrusts, you can land like a few hits. Even if you are not killing Jera, you're wounding him, you
Hmm.
are tiring him out, and you still have the reach with those fast and long reach attacks by Jan. So this matchup is not really uh, favored for Jera that much, I think. It's either equal or maybe just slightly advantaged for Jera.
Yeah. That's a Jan mirror, perhaps a slight lag spike at the beginning. We've had that happen a few times. Like at the start of the match, there's some kind of lag spike, and everyone just sort
Yeah.
of awkwardly stares at each other. It's always hilarious to watch. But I'm glad like nobody's grabbing when that happens or anything. They're showing sportsmanship, so that's good. Because that's an opportune time to grab somebody.
Maestro took that generic NPCA skin, but
Yeah.
doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, and he's just kind of going nuts with those basic cuts, and Luck is getting
Oh
caught.
yeah. And now he like used that belly lunge
Yeah,
at just the right moment
yeah.
into Lux feint.
Yeah, there was a good corkscrew, and that was good switching up to the belly lunge too. Luck might have just expected another neutral cut, not a lunge, so really good
Yeah.
by Maestro. Maestro's more known for the fundamentals. Luck is more known for these exotic moves, which have become fundamental, I would say, in their own right. But oh, the noodle arm!
Oh.
Finally, we've seen it influence the fight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they still happen from
Yeah,
time to time.
especially if Yon. So that's a risk they've kind
Yeah,
of
like he's
accepted.
one of the older characters, and they're happening more on older characters.
Hmm.
I really hope that Cobalt manages to fix all of them.
The new Yon skin has a big face. Yeah, he's definitely different. I actually don't mind it. Not every character needs to look like a noble man, you know? So I don't mind a skin that looks like that.
Uh, the only small amount of critique I can throw here is that actually instead of Jan, Cobalt could have added some skins for characters that have no skin selection
Yeah.
completely. Like Jan already has some options, right?
Hmm.
And then Alex has some options, but like Marie, for example, has none, right?
Yeah.
Mara has none, and there are some other characters that may use some
I assume they will
other
for the
clothes.
story.
Yeah, maybe.
Because we might need like a generic rapier-ist, like a male rapier skin. That'd be kind of neat, actually. I don't know how well that would work, but you know, if you're in the story and you just find a random rapierist, you're probably gonna see a lot of male mercenaries and stuff using them, right? So
Okay, Maestro is using corkscrew
be
successfully.
interesting. Yeah.
That's good to see. He was complaining before that
Nice.
it's a problem to land it, but he manages to do it.
Yeah. And that X slash is actually very good after a parry. It hits hard, and it's I think good against Lux style as well. So nicely done by
Yep.
Maestro.
Very well played, guys. GG, Maestro.
7-5. All right, Platt, you're up now. Battle of Alberta and Edmonton, in fact, too, since we're in the same city. All right, you're gonna take the left. So hopefully this fight's really clean too.
Yeah, I'm not expecting any luck for you
Yeah.
with 5 millisecond delay.
I think Platt is still first place, or at least it'll be decided here because other people had some fights. So Platt's in a good spot to win this. New skin for Marie. Yeah, I
It's
agree.
it's always good to see new players coming, fighting some, and then getting victories.
Definitely. He's got that energy to him, so he'll definitely become champion if he keeps at it.
Ah, not an Isabella Mira. Okay.
Gonna try it out.
Oh, good cut. Bit choppy for me, but I bet it's precise for them. Subu managed to use his shuffle to get close enough. Yeah, and again, his footsies are really strong with Alex. And yeah, I guess that's when matchup familiarity comes out. I guess Plat still needs to experience more of Alex. Yeah, Subu is just dominating those engagements. Plat is being cautious, starting the matchup, looking for the moments, but Subu finds just the right openings to get close and well, yeah, and even when he fails like that, he still manages to take a double because Plat is not that ready to exploit those openings. You need to know the matchup before you can do this. You need to know what to look for. Yeah, and another one lands from the side step. Very precise cut around the guard of Isabella, showing exactly how to bypass that guard. All right. First flag for Plat. I guess he's learning on the fly too. Oh, gets hit in the head, but still hanging in there. Subu manages to corner him. Oh, nice,
Nice.
nice. Yeah, moved forward, trusting his block and landed a grab. Oh, not a trade. I mean, not a double trade, but more favorable for Alex. Another bait. Some nice exchanges going on there. Subu is pressuring hard. Oh, yeah, I think he attempted to either push or grab, maybe push, but Subu was a little bit out of measure for pushing and then manages to land a clear punishment.
Yeah, good fight.
Very solid display, Subu.
Yeah, thanks. I was trying to really turn on that aggression at times, as you might have seen.
Yeah, I guess as Plat plays more with the different characters, like I think you main Alex, and that's mostly it.
Yeah.
As don't use Alex at tourneys, like in skirmishes, yes, but not in tourneys. So that's why Plat is not really familiar with this matchup, and especially when you face someone who can play as aggressively with Alex. Yeah, that's dangerous. That's really hard to overcome initially.
Yeah, so the high guard is very good against those downward cuts, but if you can get the upward cuts, plat, or a stab in there, the stab is the move I fear the most. And also the fact that Alex steps a lot means you can get to the side and sometimes come down and just hit him anyway. So there's some ways for sure. But yeah, high
Also,
attacks are the thing he's good at.
Easy has some really good sidestep upcuts to challenge Alex.
Hmm.
And if you do it at just proper range without letting him too close, you can do them pretty safely. And yeah, upcuts are really useful versus Alex because of
Yeah,
his guard specifics.
especially on startup. If you can catch me as I'm starting something up or trying to stab you, in fact, um, and that's a really good way of stopping it. And that was very good, by the way. I was trying to land the stabs many times, and most of the time it failed. So that was really good defense on your part, all the same. It's just I had
Yep.
initiative, I think, most of the fight, and that was the big issue. And I was, like Peklo was saying, I was shutting down lines with my cuts. So even as I was cutting, I was still kind of respecting the blade. So,
I think Plat was just a little bit overwhelmed. Like
hmm,
his basic counters were not as useful because of Alex's guard, and also, like when the stuff that you're familiar with is not working, then you start guessing, what do I do? What do I do? And then you
Hmm.
miss those openings that the player that is already knowledgeable with the matchup will not
Yep.
miss. Hmm.
Possible
Sam
Samuel
Mira.
mirror. Yeah, that'd be cool. And they're gonna pick the monk skin too. the or some
Yeah.
might call it the bum skin or the Jesus skin too. Whatever you prefer.
Well, he just escaped the slavery, so
Yeah. Oh, another lag spike right at the beginning. But I'd
yeah,
rather
yeah.
at the beginning than in the middle of the fight. At least it seems to stop right after that, so that's good. At least for the most part. Good sportsmanship
Um,
again, guys.
who is on the left and who is on the right?
Oh yeah, Oak's on the left, Peckle's on the right. Yeah, good
I
point. They
see.
both went with the same skin, so yeah, I'm hoping we see some
Oh,
skins for the
nice.
rapiers. Which skin for
Some
Marie?
really interesting
That'd be
exchange.
funny.
Oh, I want like a long hair skin for Marie without any hat.
Yeah. I get why it's tied back, but Kubel did say he's gonna edit the hair physics anyway, so whatever happens, the hair will be more apparent and her facial expressions will be more animated. Because right now she looks so cold all the time, like just completely emotionless. So
Yeah,
yeah,
cold-blooded killer.
yeah. Only her body language shows any emotion at the moment. So
And even when she's like looking at you,
yeah.
like moving her hands apart,
Hmm.
like saying, "Oh, disdain. That's with what I'm looking at you."
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the most cold expression while she's taunting you, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. If she showed up some of her Dara side, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we see some really
Oh.
nice long exchange here, and somehow Pico is still alive.
Yeah. He's definitely a bit tired though. On the back foot.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nice X cut, finding the perfect angle. As Peklo is, I think, trying something too. Good aggression, trying to tag the hand. A bit difficult on Samuel, though. Good
I
idea all the
think
same. Yeah.
Pico's style of using a lot of feints is somewhat counterproductive for Sam, because it's literally disabling his strongest point, the guard.
Yeah, I could totally see that for sure.
Yeah, like see, he's moving that hand high low while
Yeah.
doing probably some cancels, and if he gets sniped while doing this, that's it.
Oh, nice feint, actually. He got hit but didn't care and went up for the false edge cut.
Oh, nice,
Sidestep to the arm,
nice.
another hit. Yeah. Oak is
Yeah,
playing a more conventional Samuel, and that's really helping him here, I think.
yeah, that side step was really cool.
Yeah.
Went right around the guard.
Yeah, and even
Oh,
that
I
neutral
think
guard, it went around. That was
I think
pretty
he
cool.
attempted to do it again, but this time from further distance and
Hmm.
was hit while doing the initial dash to the side.
Yeah. Yeah. Oak's
Oh,
making sure that was actually a good try there because Piccolo was kind of in the middle of something, so Oak was trying to catch him with that long range
oh,
move.
nice. Some quick cuts to stop Pokan by Pico. Again, he's doing that something.
Yeah, nice exchange. Trying to find the angles, but they step back.
And those side dashes that Dog does are really dangerous for him. If you're hit while in being in a dash, most likely you're dead.
Oh,
Oh,
nice angles they're picking, but they're just out of range.
yeah. Because it's scary to get closer, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Nice tap.
Nice.
Yeah, and Oak pretty much has this in the bag unless Piccolo makes a comeback.
Yeah, thrust is really useful when your opponent is throwing something preemptive, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice cut
nice.
to the leg.
Yeah, when the strong guard is disabled, thrust goes right in. And Sam has a little bit more distance with it than, say, Laszlo, for example.
Okay, luck against Plat now.
Another interesting one. So Luck usually says that he picks Bara against non-saber characters. I wonder if he picks Bara or still sticks with Jan. I think his feinty and really cool Jan could be better against Easy this time around, but let's see. Luck sure knows better.
All right. So luck on the left, Plat on the right, and then we fight Tau after that.
Ah, okay.
So that's pretty exciting. Oh, did I not let
I'll
you
be back
in?
in a minute.
Luck. All right, no problem. There we go. All right, we're almost done this tournament. And we're doing really good for time too. So luck on the left, Plat on the right. Excellent. Bara versus Isabella. I think that's what I expected. Luck doesn't like to pick Jan in this matchup. Luck would prefer to pick Barabash, I think. And we all know who Plat likes to main, so. Upcut, nicely done by Luck, hitting the hand. A little bit of a risk, but he obviously knew he was safe to throw that. He didn't really have to worry about a downward cut in that particular moment. And that upcut is very fast and very powerful for Barabash, so. And there what happened, I like what Luck was trying to do, but he didn't have any structure for the parry. That that tired swing actually manages to parry the cut, and then that second tired swing forces a kill. Luck should be very happy with that. That was a very dicey situation.
Okay, I'm back.
You should have seen that.
Oh, it's Bara.
Yeah, nice exchange, but there was a really dicey situation for Luck earlier where he got tired, and his tired swing managed to parry one of Isabella's swings. And then he moved back and did another tired swing coming from a different angle, and it hit Isabella in the head at the same time as it hit, forcing a double.
I think it's really cool that Jan and Bara have those different kinds of tired swings.
Yeah.
It would be cool for more characters to have them.
Yeah, based on the input. Yeah, for instance, Alexander's stuck with that drunken-looking Y swing, you know.
Yeah.
I don't mind that it's bad, though. I mean, it's a tired swing after all, but it'd be nice to have at least a different angle, just to switch things up a little bit. I agree.
Like, for example, like if you input forward or backwards or maybe side input, it would be cool to see different versions.
Yeah. It's Plat with the snap cut, showing Isabella's speed, really. Oh, and the upcut force. Actually, it wins the trade. It's a really powerful cut, actually, so I can see why.
I think he got close with that push slash and parried initial Isabella's attack or something.
Yeah.
Before throwing an upcut.
Yeah. So Plat again playing. I was gonna say playing linearly, but he actually switched it up. He went for that A cut, which was really nice.
Yeah, I see what he's doing. Mixing up a bit, but getting close with that long guard slash, and then into upcut.
Oh, the stab! Oh, the stab missed. It was just a bit too close for it, I think.
Animation was cancelled on the second one, but clearly that was B cut.
Yeah.
Right into her head.
That snap cut is able to keep up with Luck's speed, in fact, even surpass it. But again, that thrust is a cut. It's worth noting. So when it looks like he's trying to stab you, that's actually a push cut. So I don't think you can really beat it down unless you hit the weak of the blade because of the way the cuts behave when they interact. So Luck is actually able to sort of
Yeah.
cut down the center line at times,
But
particularly with the snap cut.
he tried spamming the upcut in the end and just
Yeah,
kept himself open. That's why I think Blood landed that cut.
yeah. Sidestep attempt, getting a little risky, Luck. Snap cuts. Gotta watch the stamina.
Yeah, his style is really stamina intensive.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, again. So yeah, Blood is adjusting too. He's getting used to those upcuts, and yeah, Baro is opening himself up for that quick cut to his face.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Nice fight
Big
IQ
miss.
by a Plat. 7-4.
Yeah, well played, guys. And very solid performance by Blood.
7-4. And now we fight. I will take the left, you'll take the right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we skip this fight because we already did it. And we go to Pekla against Maestro, and then we're into round 7.
So, do you want a saber fight or a longsword fight?
Let's do a saber fight.
Okay. Katsuk is a saber too.
You can do it if you want, I don't care. But if there's fallout as a result, I'm not responsible. Anyway, good luck. Oh, I did a punch. Too close. Nice, nice.
Oof, GG.
Good fight.
Can't really fight you up close because of those small delays, but yeah, if I keep the distance, Jan is really strong, and like I think even on equal footing, Jan definitely has an advantage in this matchup if
Yep.
if his player manages to keep the distance, because the attacks that Alex has from longer range sort of slower on startup, like those new moves.
Mm-hmm.
I should have I should really stop calling them new. They're not new anymore, but still,
Yeah.
you know what I
Newer.
mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and if Jan uses his attacks with longer reach, he definitely can use them preemptively. That's why I used just so many of them, because they sort of help me compensate that disability to do some really, really quick reactions. I can do more preemptive stuff, so maybe if you move forward, you will just catch them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Jan just has that speed advantage and some really good angles. It's doable for Alex, but yeah, I have to agree that there's probably a disadvantage there in favor of Jan.
Okay, so
Definitely a
who do we
doable
have
matchup,
fighting
though.
next?
Okay, we got Pekla against Maestro Cake.
Okay.
Okay, waiting on Maestro. He's here, though. He won't be long. Yeah, Platter's in a good spot. He can still win this. 100% can still win this. And there's some philosophy going on in USFC if anyone's interested. It's been going on throughout the tourney alongside the discussions about
That's
each other
why I
and stuff.
stopped doing it. If I get too much into it, then I'll forget about the story. I'll lose my focus.
Yeah. Still, it's cool how that's kind of become like a coffee house type channel, you know what I mean? Really cool.
Yeah, yeah, true. That's true. It's really interesting and fun to engage in, civil conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the goal of them is not like to prove, oh, I am right, you are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our community shows it pretty well that when we go into them, yeah, sometimes it can get heated, but mostly we have a pretty civil conversations, and each side tries to present proper argumentation to
Mm-hmm.
their point of view. And I think that is the most cool thing, when you hear some new arguments, when you learn something new as a person from that conversation. That's
Yeah,
the fun of it.
definitely. I wish there was more of that in the world, but unfortunately it does not seem like it's very common, at least with all the toxicity out there. Hopefully that's mostly a loud minority, but sometimes you wonder. Alright, Pekala, you're gonna take the
Yeah,
left?
I mean, I'm 40 already, and I've been through a lot of different communities, both real life work and specifically gaming communities too. And I can say that our community is really good. Like, I wouldn't call it toxic by any merit.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we have some good moderation that stops bots, trolls, etc., but still leaves enough space to maneuver and for different people, to be forgiven.
Yep,
That's really good.
100%.
That's how we can have both an interesting games and some cool conversations too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had some good discussions around that stuff myself, and cool how it's cool how our community is so diverse too. We got people from Asia, people from Europe, from North America, all corners of North America, you know. So we get all
Yeah,
sorts of different perspectives on these sorts of issues too.
yeah, true.
Oh, people think you said 14, but obviously you meant 40.
No, 40, 40. My pronunciation may be a bit of
1 year older than Luck. Oh man.
Well, I was 14 too.
Yeah. All been there.
I was playing Mech Warrior 3 online at the time. And well, Counter-Strike, obviously. A better version of Counter-Strike when it was a mod for Half-Life.
Okay, so as we've been speaking here, Maestro getting a lead, but that was a good hit by Pekola, so it's by no means over.
Yeah.
All my fights are done, FYI, actually, because I did Koala's fight last, so get to watch everyone else and see how this plays out. I think I'm gonna get like third place or something, but that depends on how well Plat
All right.
does. If Plat gets the champion title though, which is completely possible still, that'd be amazing because I think Plat is still ahead of everybody. The issue for him is that I've defeated him, so if he gets another loss, that could be trouble.
Did you see, by the way, Subu, like before Maestro scored the flag,
Yeah.
he used belly lunge. It wasn't parried, and like it passed right through the belly of Piccolo's Yan,
Yeah.
and no hit at all.
Yeah, like cut him in half,
I
but
wish we
didn't.
had
Yeah.
less stuff like that.
Yeah. I think Maestro's been doing a good job of just comboing basic cuts together, and that's something that might seem a little bit reckless at first, but sometimes that's exactly what you need. You just have to show that tenacity when you have the advantage, you know.
Yeah, like for example, in our game at one round, I used just basic cuts too, and you were like, I think you were wary of that corkscrew being thrown. You used long gut, and that's why my basic cut got in.
Yep. And sometimes they're good for area denial too. Obviously, out of measure attacks don't always go so well, but sometimes if you have especially a reach advantage, if you've got really formidable cuts, you can use those to make it difficult for your opponent to come in. So it's situational, but it's definitely something you can do in real life, and it's something you can do in this game too.
Yeah, I think that's what like that's one of the parts that makes this game really cool. Like there are no ultimate moves.
Hmm.
There may be a strong move, and if you use it too much, you become predictable,
Yep.
and the, there will always be some kind of counter to this move. Maybe not in the beginning. Maybe it will take some time for other players to find like proper counters for their specific characters, but they will find something that will work better.
Hmm.
And then you need like to switch to maybe some moves that were not that good, and then some moves that are getting completely whacked at different kind of situations. So it comes down to finding what move to use at what situation, and
Yep.
it sort of goes in circle, you know.
Hmm.
That's really what the game is about.
Yeah. Yeah. Moves and
You
counter
can't
moves.
you can't just do best moves all the time.
Yeah. So will Pekola take out Plat? This match is actually very important for deciding the outcome. Tao's fight against Luck will also be very important because I've already done my fight. So right now we're in a situation where if both of you lose, we'll have the same number of losses. So it'll come down to
Hmm.
who beat who, and again, there's the other tie breaks, and I think those other tie breaks might come into play. In which case, I have the most points, but that can again change pretty quickly, right? Because we've got these fights going on, so it's very up in the air as to who's gonna win. But if Platt takes this
I'm
one, I think he's good.
I'm mostly looking at this table only after the turn is end. All right, so Calc. No, not Calc, Marie. Okay, that's an interesting choice.
Will he get the fastest title? Vinu got a really fast title too, actually. So he wouldn't be the first one, but he'd be
Oh,
one of the
Ironic
few who's
got
done that.
his
Ironic,
title pretty fast too, I think,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Ironic was quick as well for sure. So we got Rapier against Platt. Platt might be less experienced
Mm.
against Rapier, so I think that's a pretty nice move there by Pekola. But
Mm,
if Platt doesn't overthink it, though, I think this matchup's in favor of Isabella.
okay,
Yeah,
I'll give. Okay, maybe I won't withhold
I
my
think he
analysis.
knows.
I think Pico needs to move more. Like what really separates what our best Marie player. I forgot the name, but
Buzz,
he's from Russia as well. Yeah, Bas, exactly,
Buzovsky, yeah.
Bazovsky. So what really separates him from other Maries is his really active and precise movement.
Mm-hmm.
Marie can dash pretty quickly, she can move pretty quickly, and he's really good at that.
Yeah,
Moving a lot and like letting his opponent guess, oh, will he just make me whiff, or maybe
yeah,
he will rush me down or do something else. If you play more stationary Marie, she's easier to predict and open for counters
yeah,
and just vulnerable. I mean, Easy can even just dash her and kill her
yeah.
with just a dash attack
Oh, yeah, Pekla's
because it
just.
usually lands in the head.
So that I think Platt just got the champion title, guys. So we'll see what happens, but I'm pretty sure Platt just got it. That was a complete dominant performance. Pekala didn't adjust to the long guard, and Platt didn't overthink things. He just defended and then counterattacked and got in close. So that was really well done.
Yeah, I guess maybe Pico just wanted to test the waters with Marine, but overall, I think his Kalk would be the strongest pick in this matchup,
Yeah.
especially with his really tricky Kalk style with those cancels. It would be the best in this, even better than Jera, probably, I think.
All right, Oak against Maestro Cake now. This will be a good fight as well. And then you get to fight Luck to end it. Another important match, but I'm pretty sure Platt just takes it regardless at this point because that was such a good win. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
definitely.
Really good to see though. That was a really quick title that he earned. Not the quickest spell because he's been in a few before, but still remarkably quick. And we've seen really good fight IQ from Platt. So amazing to see him get this far.
Boots is made. Boots is Boots is make like fundamentals of all fighting games, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you take something like Dead or Alive 6, like footsies are almost non-existent there, but still, for some characters in neutral game, for like those characters with longer reach that prefer to play keep away game, they're still important.
Mm-hmm.
And here, when it's literally all about landing that good single attack, footsies are super important. And I think Isabelle is really great at playing at such a style
Mm-hmm.
because she's a literally a universal character.
Yeah.
You can play aggressive easy, like defensive easy, like she's really well suited for any play style. And her
Mm-hmm.
movement speed allows you to feel at least on equal terms, like movement wise, positioning wise, and then you can use your skill at precise footsies.
Yeah.
For example, it's harder with Jaro because he is moving slower.
Mm-hmm. So Maestro with 3 flags. Again, not overthinking the fight, just doing his basics, landing some good hits
Yeah.
in measure. Sometimes getting trades too, where Jan is actually a little bit better with those cuts, the X cut especially.
Oh,
Good hit by Oak, but Oak struggling
fortunately,
to get the decisive hit.
yeah, he got a nice sidestep in, but wasn't able to follow up. Unfortunately, and again,
Just keeps throwing cuts. Once you have advantage,
yeah,
sometimes that's all you need. Though, there, Oak was ready, but good try by Maestro. Not
again,
really thinking about defense very much, he's just thinking about getting initiative. Oh, yeah. I think the double
oh,
Y is not as good of an angle.
oh, Oak started dashing to the side, and I actually thought I didn't even say it, but I thought, oh, they are playing pretty linearly, and then Oak immediately started dashing to the side.
Yeah. Cuts from Maestro. Nice defense
Oh,
by
nice
Oak.
cut.
Oak is adjusting a bit, I think. I think he might have done a bit better if Laszlo, but it's hard to say. Nice retreat cut. That's a deceptive one by Maestro. Nice angle
Oh,
choice. Forcing Oak to stay back.
corkscrew more Maestro.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
nice.
this attack is good too. Especially when Sam is trying to sidestep to the left, presenting his arm.
Yeah, Maestro looking for that snipe. Keeping Oak on the defensive.
Oh,
Maestro really
no
wants that
hits.
kill. I don't blame him. One flag. Oh, oh,
Oh,
yeah. Come on, Oak, you gotta
grapple.
finish it.
Oh, well, this works too. Actually, this is a good follow-up for this. You can just do this move some more. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's the corkscrew.
Yeah,
Good
corkscrew
try,
for the
Oak.
win. GG guys.
7-3. And Tao against Luck to finish this.
Okay.
Tao, you're gonna be on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Luck on the right.
I wonder if I'll be able to pull off Young Mirror here.
Excellent. Luck's already joining. Yeah, that'll be a tough one, especially with that delay. Luck is just gonna go bananas, so. Oh, I got pinged. I'll just check that after you guys select.
Mm.
Yeah, one moment. Oh, Dojo, okay. I might do that, Meister, we'll see. Alright, cool. Usually the pings are from the server, so. Okay, Jan against Zera. Now just sticking with his roots, but Maestro getting the trade. Or sorry, Luck. I was thinking that was Maestro for some reason. Now this is definitely Luck, you can tell. Just from the style, nice snap cut. So Luck is going to be really fast, going to be using Jan's speed to his advantage. Tao tired, the corkscrew just out of measure, and Luck panicked a little bit and did the retreat cut. I don't blame him. He did not want to be punished for that whiff. And that tired swing parried that slash because Luck was swinging right where the blade was. It was just down to choice of swing there. Luck should have had it on paper, but messed it up a bit. A nice counter thrust by Tao. I believe Luck got a little bit of blood too, but Tao definitely got the better hit. And there's a stab to the arm. Tao getting momentum back. Big stab attempt, but Tao gets punished. There's two slashes, no kill, but gotta watch that tired swing actually. It's kind of dangerous. There we go. Luck's patient and then gets the cut. Zera's very vulnerable in that tired animation, but that tired animation also hits really hard. Trying to snipe him. Oh, and he gets hit right in the head. Going for that belly lunge. Very risky move against Zera, I think. Cut into thrust, and it catches Luck in the middle of an attack there. So a beautiful offensive by Tao. And Tao is getting an advantage at this point. I think Luck was expecting a Jan mirror, by the way, not a mixed weapon fight. And there's a swipe with the longsword. Getting another kill. Tao in a good spot. Luck needing to figure something out. Then Tao rushes forward, and that cut catches his cut, and he uses the superior leverage of his weapon to keep going. Corkscrew doesn't quite land. That's probably a tough move to land on Zera, actually. Just because of Zera's blade position. And then there's a good sidestep from Tao to finish it. 7-2.
GG Luck. Okay. As a thanks for showing those new moves, I'll give a tips in this matchup. It's really important to move to the side. Like it's not a surprise. I was saying it a lot previously,
Mm-hmm.
and especially in this matchup, Jan can just move, let's say to the right or to the left. It's not important. The thing is not to move like left, right, left, right, left, right. You need to move just to a single side
Hmm.
that you think is good at the moment, and you will sidestep most options, dangerous options that Jora can throw at you from distance. And then that barely lunged corkscrew becomes even more useful because they have more tracking than many of Jora's attacks that are mostly linear. And then this matchup, I think, becomes, if not 50-50, but well, really close to being a 50-50.
Anyway, good matches, guys. Of course, um, Platt actually won the tournament, so congratulations to him. Shout out, because that is a really fast title that he earned, and well deserved. He always consistently challenges the best. The best players never have an easy time against him, so it was really only a matter of time. And it's really good to see a fellow Albertan get that title. Now we just need Toasted Bread to get it, and hopefully Design Flaw if he ever comes back.
Yeah, definitely Graz plot. Really some solid, easy plays, very fundamental and precise play style. Totally earned that title.
Yeah, yeah. So any last words, Tao? I think I'll end it pretty quick. Otherwise,
Oh, thanks for the good games. To manage to have some. And thanks for everybody for participating. Thanks for hosting Subu.
no problem.
Great games overall. See you later, guys.
See ya. Really enjoyed the tourney, and good to see a new champion.